Hello, friends. Welcome to welcome to this workshop on 1 week workshop of faculty development training program under IST on technical teachers training. Uh, so I'm going to deal discuss with you today, uh, and the topic given to me is a brief presentation on outcome-based education. About me, I am Professor Ramgowda V. Patil, and I am working as an assistant professor at TKIT Vananagar. About the workshop, so this workshop is being organized by VVIT PAL, and I am very much thankful to the management of VVIT PAL and the event coordinators for considering me as a resource person here. Rather, instead of resource person, I will say I'm going to interact with you all. I want to take your questions. You can put all the questions on the comment box, and I'll surely try to answer your questions. I'll surely try to interact with you. I am very much thankful to Shevke sir, A.S. Shevke sir, Professor A.S. Shevke sir, Principal of Vidyabharat Institute of Technology, PAL. I extend my gratitude towards Kore S.S. Santosh Kore sir, who is the event coordinator and who has invited me, you can say, as a um, resource person or as a opener of this particular faculty development program. So I consider myself as a opener of this particular program. I am also thankful to Kumbar sir, who is event coordinator, and SS Power sir, technical coordinator of this particular event. And moving further, so this is technical teachers training, uh, and day today is 22nd. Uh, the topic that we are going to discuss is outcome based education. So what I am doing is I am dividing this complete interaction in discussion in four different lectures. In my first lecture, I am going to have a brief introduction, or you can say we are going to discuss about outcome based education, why it is needed, what is the need of outcome based education. In this outcome based education, we will be discussing about what is exactly the teacher is teaching to the student, and what is expected from the student to learn. So what is exactly the teacher is teaching to the student could be like some teacher may be teaching some facts to the students, teacher is teaching some concepts to the students, teacher may be teaching some procedures to the student, and teacher may be teaching some metacognitive knowledge to the student. Whereas what is expected from the student side is to student should be able to remember the things, he should be able to understand the things, he should be able to apply, he should be able to analyze, he should be so the terms are different. The terms are knowledge dimension. What is teacher giving is he is giving the knowledge, and that is the knowledge dimension. And what is student is expected to learn is cognitive process or cognitive process dimension. So in my first lecture, I am going to discuss about relation between knowledge dimension and cognitive dimension. That means the relation between what is the teacher is teaching to the student in specific to the outcome based education only, and what is expected from the student to be learned. Uh, Moving further, in my second lecture, I'll try to discuss about what should be the program design. In what way we should design the program so that the whatever the um, course is there, that should be outcome based. So that should be that should have the, you can say, addition of outcome based education and all. So program design, and in that program design we are going to discuss about the top down approach. We will discuss about how to let us say devise or how to come up with the vision statement, mission statement, POs, and we will also discuss about who are the different stakeholders. There can be internal stakeholders, and there can be external stakeholders. what could be the role of internal stakeholder, and what could be the role of external stakeholder. Uh, we will discuss about program educational objectives in this particular second lecture. So currently I'm talking about the second lecture. First lecture is the relation between what teacher is teaching and what student is expected to understand. Second is about what you can say, uh, the program design. In third lecture, we will discuss about the outcomes. Specifically, we'll discuss about the program specific outcomes. We'll discuss about program outcomes. We'll discuss about course outcomes, some sample course outcomes, and what type of matrices or what type of correlations that are to be shown in between these outcomes. We'll also discuss about the 12 um, graduate attributes that are important while developing the program outcomes and all. And we'll discuss about what is the relation between vision, mission, PEOs, PSOs, POs, graduate attributes, COs. What is the relation among this, and in what way these can you can say help each other. So this is about the second lecture. In my third, sorry, this is about the third. This is about the third lecture. So in the second lecture, we are going to discuss about vision, how to devise about the vision statement, and outcomes we are going to discuss in the third lecture. In my fourth lecture, I am going to discuss about the need of curriculum design, outcome based curriculum design. So in what way the curriculum is needed to be planned, and what is the need of what you can say, the curriculum design, and why it is needed to be upgraded year on year, and what are the different challenges that we have, what are the industry what is the industry is expecting from us, and what are the research institutes they are expecting from us, what are technical institutes are expecting from us, and what is government expecting from us, what is the parent they are expecting from us. Based on these criterias, what we can do is we can come up with a particular curriculum. So in my last lecture, we'll try to discuss about the curriculum. My brief you can say about me in brief, I have given here. So I'm Professor Ramgonda B. Patil, and I'm working as an assistant professor at TKIT Varnanagar, which is one of the institute which has been started in 1983 by Honorable late Tata Sahib Kure. And I am also working as a coordinator for uniquecareer.in. This is my own website wherein I try to put most jobs and what are the things that we can do today for getting the good career. So this is my own website. You can visit this website. Currently I am working on it. It's there since last 2 to 3 years, but still I am working on it. I write some blogs onto it. You can go and visit the blogs. If you want to write your own blogs into my website, you are always welcome, and for that you can send me the email. I'll put my email onto the comment section of this particular video. About me, I have been working as an assistant professor in TKIT Varnanagar since 2006. Before that, I have worked as a lecturer at KIT's College of Engineering, Kolhapur, and for 1 year. And prior to that, since 2003 to 2005, I worked as a senior grade lecturer. Actually, that is nothing to connect that senior this one. So I was teaching to the senior college, so a senior lecturer, it is something like that. So I was a lecturer at Vivekanand College, Kolhapur, and I was an ad hoc lecturer over there. Then I joined KIT's college, and then currently from 2006 I am working at TKIT Varnanagar. And by working at TKIT Varnanagar, I have handled different tasks. I have been worked as a training and placement coordinator. I have been worked as an NBA coordinator. I have been worked as a student development coordinator, and there are many other tasks that I have handled. About me, about the awards, I have some awards in my recognition in my name. I have been awarded as a distinguished assistant professor by Computer Society of India, and I am an outstanding researcher award by Top Engineers, Tamil Nadu. I am a PG recognized staff of Shivaji University Kolhapur, and I have been awarded by I've been awarded from Government of Maharashtra as a social media Mahavitra, and I am also a PG recognized staff of Shivaji University Kolhapur. About membership, I am a life member of around 10 to 12 professional bodies like Computer Society of India and Institute of Engineers India, Indian Society of Technical Education, ISRD, INSC, IANG. IANG is International Association of Engineers. ASR is Asia Society of Researchers. IFERF, Internet Society, and many more professional bodies. I am also a reviewer and editorial member for 5 to 6 journals, IJEBMS and IJCSIT, IJRICS, IJSTE. Actually, these are all non-scopus journals. If you are interested to publish in these journals, you can contact me. Actually, I am not any agent, and only just what you can do is I can help you out sending your paper onto the journal, this one, editorial board. I was also a special invitee at Computer Society of India TechNext India 2018 Awards to Academia. I have attended 5+ conferences, and I have some publication. 4 out of them are Scopus indexed publication. You can contact me on my email addresses. You can use any of the email address. I'll put these 2 email addresses on the comment box or in the description. You can call me on the first number, and you can send me the WhatsApp messages on the second number. Second number is only for WhatsApp messages. If you'll call me, it will not get connected. And my YouTube channel is provided. I'll put this YouTube channel into the description, and my LinkedIn profile is also provided. So how you can build out your LinkedIn profile and all, you can refer my LinkedIn profile. So this is about me, and I am further very much thankful to the officials and to the management of VVIT PAL for inviting me as a opening batsman for this particular faculty development program. And with this short introduction of me, I will stop here, and let us meet in my first lecture. This is my 0th lecture, and the next lecture will be the first lecture in this particular lecture series, in this particular training program. Thank you.